didn't need a fairy godmother to turn me into a princess. I was born one.
And now we continue Jessica Brody, 52 Reasons Week on the Radio Disney Fan Club. You were talking about all the prosthetics and all of the things that you do to make the characters look ready for the scene. Like you were spraying something on the guy to make him look all sweaty.
Yeah, there's a character, that was Luke actually, the intern.
Yes.
There's a scene where he's running and he doesn't have a shirt on. And so he wasn't running all day, so we had to make him look sweaty because he wasn't sweaty. And so the artist, she had this mix of, I think it was sunscreen and water, and she just sprayed it on him, and it makes him look kind of greasy. And so, in a good way greasy. And so, yeah, there's stuff like that you have to do to make the characters look like what they're supposed to look like.
And the one with Lexington, did you actually have I believe it was the dough for the donut shop? Was that actual dough?
It was real dough. It wasn't real donut dough, though. My mom's a chef, and I told her I wanted dough that looked really sticky because the character has to kind of be stuck in it, and it's supposed to be almost stringy. So my mom told me to mix flour, water, salt, and olive oil. And olive oil is the special ingredient that makes it especially stringy and sticky. So I made the dough the night before the shoot, and then we had our actress tangle herself in it.
How did you transport that to the set, or did you make it
just
there?
in Tupperware.
Did you guys actually do anything with the dough afterward, or did you just leave it?
No, we just threw it away. I mean, it wasn't something you'd want to eat. It was no flavor. It was really gross.
Yeah, that sounds kind of disgusting. I wouldn't want to eat that either. And your sister was the one who did all the costume designs?
Yeah, she's a costume designer for, she actually does much bigger projects than my little trailers. She's worked on shows for ABC, and she's worked on music videos and movies. So she's the one who decides what everyone's going to wear, because I have no sense of style whatsoever.
Yes, you do. When I met Jessica last October at the Austin Teen Book Festival, and she was wearing the cutest dress. You can watch the video on our YouTube channel. And then we had lunch around Christmas last year at this awesome little Italian restaurant. She was dressed very fashionably, so don't listen to her. She looks fantastic.
Well, I guess when you grow up, someone like my sister, as in your family, who's super, super stylish, you just feel okay. Well, I guess I just don't really have the knack for picking out clothes, so I just don't really try to do it. I just go with what I know works, and then I don't really vary from that.
So what was your favorite part of shooting the book trailer?
Oh, wow. My favorite part of shooting the book trailer, actually, there was the scene. I didn't expect it to be my favorite part, but there's one of the jobs that she has to do, is she has to work at a supermarket, and she has to gather all the shopping carts out in the parking lot. And I don't know if you've ever tried to actually move long rows of shopping carts around, but it's not easy.
I haven't.
So I just told the actress, I was here's some shopping carts, and just, struggle with them and try to get them together. And I didn't really give her much direction, and she was so hilarious. She just had this really funny walk, and then she was trying to, put the shopping carts together and totally struggling with them, and it looked so good, and it was so funny. And I was cracking up, behind the camera, and I didn't expect that to be the funniest scene, but it turned out to be the funniest
muffling your
scene.
voice so it doesn't come out. That is absolutely hilarious. And I don't know how much you want to say about the actual book, since it hasn't come out yet, so nobody's, except for, I'm sure you've had your people, friends and family or whoever, proofread it for you.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much you want to say, but do you have a favorite scene from the book that you can tell us about?
Oh, that's a great question. You know what? I think my favorite scene of the book is when she takes on her very first job, and she's so she does not want to do this at all, and she's such an heiress in this scene. She has to work for a maid service, so she goes into this really disgusting, messy house, and with her, the woman who's training her, and she's supposed to clean. She has to look on her phone and watch a YouTube video on how to vacuum because she doesn't even know how to vacuum. And she just starts like vacuuming up all of the stuff on the ground, like all the clothes and the nail polish and trash and anything that's on the floor. She just vacuums right over it. Like she doesn't even clear the floor beforehand. She doesn't even know enough to do that. And it causes the vacuum cleaner to kind of explode. And so it's just like a really funny scene, and I think it's just Lexington in all of her glory in that scene, and so I think that's probably my favorite.
Being America's favorite heiress is a dirty job. But I guess someone's got to do it.
52 Reasons Week with Jessica Brody will continue tomorrow on the Radio Disney Fan Club.